welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create the even moss stitch. This stitch is basically slip stitch and half double crochet. If you're new to crocheting, I will make sure to also guide you step by step so you're more comfortable and you understand the US crochet terms, and so you are able to be more comfortable with the slip stitch and the half double crochet. Also, if you're a little bit more advanced and you do understand the basic terms, I will tell you right here where to fast forward. If you wait until the end of the video, you'll also learn how to create this beautiful headband, which is only by using the slip stitch and the half double crochet. If you like my content, please like or write a comment below. That way I also know what to address in my upcoming videos. Thank you so much. Before we start, make sure you have the proper tools with you so we can begin. I like to start by making an X around 2 of my fingers. Then with my hook, I go under and then over the yarn, and then I tie off the yarn and it's connected now to my hook. Okay. I would also like to first show you a diagram so you can see what it looks like when it says chain, slip stitch, single crochet, and so on. To create this pattern, you're going to do a foundation with an odd number of chains. And if you decide to follow the headband tutorial, then make sure you start with 15 chains, and then we're going to add one more chain. Our first foundation is going to be half double crochets. So we're going to chain 1. And then in our second chain from our hook, we're going to start. So you're going to yarn over your hook, you're going to insert that chain, you're going to pull through, then you have 3 loops, yarn over again and pull through the 3 loops. Okay, let's do this one more time. So you're going to yarn over then you're going to insert your hook, you're going to pull through, and then you're going to pull through the 3 loops. I want you to do this now throughout the entire row. Now that we're back, I really recommend that you always count your stitches, and we're going to make sure we have 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this last one is our 15th. Great. Okay, so now we're going to chain one more, and then we're going to turn over, and we're finally going to start that slip stitch and half double crochet. The pattern starts with a slip stitch, so you're going to insert your hook, you're going to pull through, and you're going to pull through again. The next is a half double crochet, and then after that we're going to do a slip stitch. Again, a slip stitch is you insert your hook, you pull through the yarn, and then you pull through again. And then next is a half double crochet. Throughout your row, you're going to continue alternating between a slip stitch and a half double crochet. And then the last stitch will end in a slip stitch. In the next example, I'm going to show you what it would look like when you're having difficulties, because I don't want you to feel stressed the moment that you notice, like right now, I can't pull through my yarn. So all you do is you take off and then you just detangle it all, insert your hook again, and then start all over again. So in this process, it would have been a half double crochet. What I want you to do now is to complete the entire row, and then I'll meet you at the end. We have now successfully completed our first row of slip stitch and half double crochet. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work on the next 15. So to start, you're going to start from the second chain from your hook, and that will be a slip stitch. So remember that because we are working in odd numbers, it will always start with a slip stitch and end in a slip stitch. The next is a half double crochet. And then after that, we're going to once again do a slip stitch. If at any point you want to pause the video because you want to rewind so you can once again understand how to create the slip stitch and the half double crochet, please do so. Or if you also want to fast forward because you're more comfortable with that technique, that is totally fine. When starting, it can be a little bit difficult finding that last chain. So I just wanted to show that to you right now. And that's why it's so important to always count. So as you can see, it's a little bit hidden, and it's a little tight. And I'm going to just do the best I can to insert my hook so I can finally complete my last slip stitch. So now that I did that, I will chain 1. Once again, we're going to count. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. You see that? That's perfect. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn over. I want you to continue doing this for 10 more rows. So pause the video right now, and when you're done, please come back and press play. Okay. Now that we have successfully completed the 10 extra rows, you're now able to see this beautiful pattern. So with your measuring tape, you're going to make sure to measure the width. So right now it should be around 4 inches wide. And then the length should be around 4.5 inches. Because I am making a headband for an adult size small, it's going to be anywhere between 21 to 21.5 inches. Generally, a headband is around 20 to 22 inches for an adult. Okay, so now we're going to continue doing our next row. So we chain 1, we're going to turn over, and we're going to start with a slip stitch. Now, I'm once again showing you the diagram because I think it's really important that you get used to learning how to read patterns. So as you notice, the small black dot is a slip stitch, and the one that looks like a T is the half double crochet. Written, it will also be as an SL space ST, and for the half double crochet as an HDC. So if this pattern weren't written, it would just start with telling you to do a repeated motion of the black dot and the T. Here's a little cheat sheet to show you what it would look like for an adult extra small to a large. So in my scenario, my headband is measuring around 21.5 inches. So now that we have finally finished our desired amount, I'm going to show you how to create the turban style headband. With your tapestry needle, you're going to get your yarn and you're going to insert it in the eye of the needle. And this is not like normal hand sewing because you're not going to tie it off. So I really want to show you right now that the long piece of yarn that we've cut is going to be on the top right hand corner. And then we're going to fold our edge like this. The other side of the headband is folded the same way. Now you're going to stand it upright vertical and you're going to insert both of them together. If you need to pause this at any time or rewind so you can see how to do this, please do this right now before we hand sew. Now that I have them folded and inserted the way I want them, I'm going to get my yarn with the tapestry needle ready. For me, it would be easier to turn it over. That way I am more comfortable as I'm hand sewing. So as I show you this, you're going to make sure that your needle is going through all of the yarn. If you need to slow down, then please do so. Right now, it's going to be a little bit slow as I show you this because it's a little uncomfortable to show you as I'm hand sewing at the same time. But I know that while you're doing it, it's going to be very quick and easy. So once you're done doing this, what you're also going to make sure to do is weave in all of the loose yarn. And then you're going to turn over your headband and it's going to look like this. So as you can tell, you just successfully created your turban headband. I'm also going to pause the video because I want you to really see what the front looks like. So as you can see, this is really nice and stretchy. And just a quick tip, if you measure your head circumference, then always make sure that your headband is around 2 inches less, and that's because of how stretchy the material is. So as you can remember, we first began by measuring the headband being 21.5 inches long. Because it's folded and we did do a twist, the top reads as 10 inches, which means that it probably is around 20 inches in total. If you enjoyed my tips and tutorial, then please subscribe, like, or write a comment below. That way I can address it in my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for following.